Ravan, the king of Lanka, did years of penance to please Lord Brahma, the creator of everything. Brahma was pleased, so he asked Ravan what he desired. Ravan sought immortality from Lord Brahma's greatest creations, which meant that he could not be killed by gods, demons, and other celestial beings. But Ravan had one trait which is widely quoted for being the reason for his downfall: Ahankar, his pride. He sought immortality from Lord Brahma's most powerful creations, almost all the beings, except for humans. Bro was cocky. No petty human could kill him. Bad idea. Anyway, he received this boon of near immortality and went on a rampage. Soon, the gods were scared of Ravan. He was tormenting everyone. So they arrived before Lord Vishnu, the preserver of everything. Gods discussed, something has to be done about this Ravan guy. He is tormenting us in all the three worlds. Lord Vishnu understood, smiled, and said, "Hold my Amrit." Ravan's boon had one loophole. He couldn't be killed by gods or demons, just humans. But humans aren't strong. They fall off horses and die. They fall off stairs and die. They fall off their bed while sleeping and die. Probably Lord Brahma's weakest creation. So how can a human defeat someone who's near immortal? Thus, Lord Vishnu proclaimed that he will take birth on earth in human form. That was his seventh avatar, Lord Ram. Now, while it was decided that Vishnu's seventh avatar will try to put an end to Ravan, he would need help, like a lot of help. That is how Vanars enter the picture. Lord Brahma called upon all the gods to create powerful beings to help Vishnu in this mission. They answered, and Vanars were born. These weren't ordinary monkeys, but exceptional beings with insane powers, combat abilities, and divine skills. Bali was born from Indra, who was the king of Vanars, and packed unbelievable strength. Sugriv from the sun god, who was courageous. Tara from Brihaspati, who was the wisest. Nala from the divine architect Vishwakarma, who was a skilled architect himself. And of course, Hanuman, the son of the god of wind, Vayudev, who was known for his extraordinary strength and speed. We'll do a separate video on Hanuman's backstory because that comes later. But here is how Valmiki Ramayan describes Vanars. Vanars, resembling lions in their power and mountains in their size, were capable of great feats. They could shake hills, uproot trees, stir the ocean, and even subdue wild elephants. The earth was filled with these powerful beings, each assigned their respective domains in forests, hills, and mountains. Now, around the time that Ram would have been a teenager, he and his brothers were getting known for their skills. But Ram was his father's absolute favorite. King Dashrath would hold him close and never let him go. That is when the great sage Vishwamitra came to Ayodhya. Dashrath received him himself, treated him with honor, and heard his plight. Now, Vishwamitra was one of the most revered sages. He was conducting a ritual in the forests, but two shape-shifting demons kept disturbing him. They defiled his ritual with blood and flesh. But because he was bound by the ritual, he couldn't retaliate. Dashrath understood and vowed to help the great sage. But there was one issue. Vishwamitra specifically requested his eldest son Ram for the mission. Dashrath was distraught. He was willing to send his entire army, but not Ram. But the sage gets what he wants. He told Dashrath to let Ram come with him for 10 nights till he finishes the ritual. The king had no other choice. Ram had to go on this mission. Dashrath became distressed and he fainted. So Ram and Lakshman accompanied sage Vishwamitra into the forests. They soon reached an ancient ashram which had a history of its own. Vishwamitra told them that it was exactly at that spot that Kamdev tried to disturb Lord Shiva, who was in deep meditation. This led to Lord Shiva opening his third eye and burning him down to ashes. Spent the night there and left in the morning. Crossed the confluence of rivers Saryu and Ganga and then reached the dark forests. It was this place that the female demon Rakshasi Taraka and her son Maricha terrorized. She was said to possess the strength of 1,000 elephants. Taraka was born to the powerful spirit Suketu, who was blessed by Lord Brahma himself. She was actually really beautiful, married the demon king Sunda and had a son. Now she had a habit of disturbing sages. Sage Agastya, whose meditation she disturbed, got so angry that he cursed her to wander in her true demon form, which she stood for. Hence, she became a scary demoness. Now Ram was a bit hesitant. How could he lift weapons, let alone kill a female? But Vishwamitra reminded him, your primary duty is the safety of your people. So prioritize that. The stage was set. The first battle of Ram and Lakshman was about to happen. Sage Vishwamitra sat down for his rituals. He had taught Ram and Lakshman 2 mantras which could invoke celestial weapons. They drew their arrows and stood ready. And so she came. She came with fury. Taraka raised a huge dust storm and pelted Ram and Lakshman with stones. Ram initially showed restraint. He shot arrows with the aim of just injuring her. He was still conflicted about taking the life of a woman. But Taraka only grew powerful and she started overpowering them. That is when Vishwamitra reminded the two twilight was approaching. That is when the demoness would be at her prime power. If they had to defeat her, it had to be now. Ram prayed, recited a mantra, and invoked a celestial weapon. And as Taraka charged at him in her mighty, giant form, Ram shot the final blow. She wailed in pain and collapsed to the ground. Suddenly, there was total silence. Vishwamitra was impressed and handed out knowledge of divine weapons to Ram, blessing him with thunderbolts and tridents and celestial swords. He also taught him how to regulate sleep and rest to never face fatigue. He told Ram his role, the protector of Dharma. Hey guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, please do subscribe to this channel. I'm reading the original Valmiki's Ramayan, the original translations from 1880s, and oh my god, there are gonna be so many stories which have never been covered in other books, in other mediums like TVs. And I started reading Mahabharata and Ramayan again because I wanted to learn more about our epics. I wanted to just get back to my habit of reading. But sharing it on social media, I realized there are so many more people like me, people who are interested in our epics and our stories. But just we couldn't find time to read these books. So I'm doing that task for you. I'm gonna come out with some beautiful stories that are there that have never been covered. So many side characters, so many backstories, so much politics. Oh my god, these stories are blowing my mind. If you are liking my efforts, all I can ask is just please subscribe to this channel. If you're liking these videos, if you find them informative, please do share it with your friends and family. I'm sure there are going to be so many people like us who are interested in these stories but just do not have time to read these books. Again, Valmiki's Ramayan, there is so much in that. The content which you saw in this video, this covers over 100 pages in Valmiki's Ramayan. There is so much content. It's over 2000 pages long and I'm still just at the beginning of it. So there are going to be so many amazing stories that are going to come out which our TV shows or other books might have missed out. So there's that. And just please share it with your friends. Mahabharat with Divyansh Instagram, we are about to touch 200,000 over there. Let's get YouTube kicking also. We're already at 5,000. Let's see how far we can take this as well.